Professor, when it comes to the new regime in Iran, the new leader is the son of the slain leader, whose family, a major part of it, was eliminated, was killed in the first day of this war. If anything, a normal human understanding would estimate that there's going to be more vengeance from this regime. But we'll leave that to an analysis later and to see how Iran really acts out their part of the deal, because they've lost any faith in the US to have any kind of diplomatic discussions going forward. But let me quickly come to the Strait of Hormuz, where Trump now says we have nothing to do with it. He's asked his own allies, go fetch your own oil, go fight them and then take the oil. The strait would have not been blocked had this war not started unilaterally by the US. There was no consultation with Western partners or even with his own Congress when this war was started. And now the Strait of Hormuz remains locked. My question is, even if the US decides to retreat today, not even 2 or 3 weeks later, they decide to retreat today, how quickly will oil prices start to come down?
Well, I suspect they would start to come down because it would signal that the war is over. But what would change is that Iran would now be, in the scenario you just outlined, in full control of the Straits of Hormuz, allowing friendly shipping to pass through, but adversary shipping, anyone allied with the United States or the Gulf states that have been clandestinely and covertly helping the United States in this war, they would be charged a hefty fee to pass through the Straits of Hormuz. So this just highlights the complete failure of Donald Trump's foreign policy, because he was all about trying to sort of keep the Strait of Hormuz open, making sure that Iran doesn't have that leverage over the global community. Now he's announcing today that he's abandoning the entire project. So implicitly, he's sort of announcing the failure of American foreign policy, that the U.S. is pulling out, and if anyone wants to go in there and deal with this problem, they're on their own. The United States is not going to be there to help them. So effectively, what's going to happen is now Iran will be in full control of the Strait of Hormuz. Before they weren't. It was an open shipping lane, and people were coming and going, and Iran wasn't interfering. Now Iran's leverage over this strait of water, this body of water, and as a result over the global economy has increased massively as a result of Donald Trump's failure here. So this is a huge defeat for the United States. It's pretty clear that Donald Trump doesn't understand this, but I think the rest of the world watching this drama unfold clearly sees that it is a defeat for the United States and a victory for Iran.